Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM, brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning. We're going to head to Bee Branch, Arkansas on Outdoors with Larry Ray, and I just love to say that name, Bee Branch, Arkansas. And there used to be, there's two famous people who come out of there, and one bailed out on us and left. I'm not going to mention him, but he's won a few tournaments on the Bassmaster tournament. And we'll just say his initials are LN, and you can figure that one out. But one guy's still there, and he in my mind, he's a legend. Now, maybe in his own mind he's not, but I think he is. A longtime friend of Outdoors with Larry Ray and myself and my wife Miriam. Our good friend Tommy Cauley. Good morning, Tommy.
Good morning, Larry. Yeah, I sure appreciate that, Larry. Well, same here.
We've crossed trails a lot of times over the years, Tommy, and there's nobody that knows Greers Ferry Lake better than you, and I do apologize. It just didn't work out that we got to see you, but I think me and Miriam, the next time we cross over the bridge, we're going through Dyersburg. We've already decided that, Tommy, and come back that way.
Okay.
It's a closer way, but tell us what's happening at Greers Ferry Lake.
Well, we're catching them, Larry. We're 3 weeks behind.
3 weeks behind.
The weather we've had since the freeze-up, but we're catching good hybrids and white bass. Water's up. We're 10 foot high, but
yes, yeah.
Things going on here. It's that time. It's June,
yeah.
And it happens in June, and all you got to do is get over here and do it.
But all the rain, Tommy, and I know we got to dodge the rain while we were over there early in the week on the Little Red. But you guys have been hammered a lot. I know South Arkansas's probably had more than y'all, but I noticed that bull shows was up high. And they were pretty well generating from about 10 o'clock on at the Greers Ferry Dam for the Little Red. So I'm saying you guys normally at this time of the year would be this. I know it's good right now, but normally it would have been good before this, I think.
Oh, it would have. It is. That's just the way their clock ticks with the way that their clock ticks when they get out there post spawn, and they hang around a little while before they go to eating, and they got to get set up. But we've had a lot of high water years since back in '05 or so, and
yes,
and,
yeah,
and they generate, and now they got the generation and release change because we're in the White River chain, and there's a bunch goes on here. Table Rock,
Table Rock too, yeah.
And beaver, and we don't feed the white. Don't feed us, but we feed the white.
Yes, that's right.
And those farmers have got to grow crop for us down there as well. So we all got to get along and make all this happen some kind of way,
and I know we're talking about stripers. A lot of folks here, they may head to Pickwick or something along that line, but I think Greers is really known for not only the stripers but the walleye. One time, I think Greers held the world record.
Well, we do. We got the world record walleye, still holds true today, and we don't have any stripers that way. We got the world record hybrid that came
the
out.
hybrid, yeah, the hybrids.
And they'll pull you string now. and I'll tell you right now, if there's somebody can stay with me in this heat and get out there and drop a big bait down about 50 foot.
50 feet? Oh,
and
man.
reel it just as fast as they can reel it with me, and I can get you string pulls.
What's a good size hybrid then, striper?
Well, anything 10 to 20 pounds,
yeah, that's good.
It's world record's a little over 27, but
yes.
I've caught numerous in the high 20s. But you've got to be not a novice fisherman to catch those type of fish. I mean, anybody can catch them, and I hook them up all the time. I mean, a spinning reel, they'll just spool it several times,
Several times, yes. So you better have a lot of good line, and I know you emphasize that, and you supply this when you're taking somebody else, and you like beginners to come on that maybe don't know what they're doing, a family.
Well, I do, and here's the thing about it all, Larry, and you brought it up a while ago about knowing the Greers Ferry. Well, it's not just Greers Ferry. I know a lot of places. Here's the deal.
Yeah.
And then Humminbird just released a thing this morning. It may have been yesterday.
Yes, they did.
With a new topography.
Yeah.
See, and that's why I was talking about my heart doctors. When they're doing surgery, see, all the time that they worked on me, they use the same stuff I use.
That's right.
And so we kind of, you kick this around, you learn more about it, even in that setting there.
Yes, yeah.
And it's all about knowing that ground and the way that ground lays, and you got to think about how them things want to get set up there, whether they're pulling water or not pulling water, the wind's blowing out of the south, wind's blowing out of the north.
Yes.
There's a lot of variables there, and you just narrow it down, and what you do is you take luck out of the equation there.
You do, right. And again, we're talking to Tommy Cauley, our good friend Toad, Tommy Cauley from Fish Finder Guide Service on Greers Ferry Lake, the guy that's been fishing that lake since 1965, not 1865. I want to make everybody know it's not 1865.
Hey, that's BC, is it not?
yeah. I've been a guide since 94, if I'm somewhere in the 90s, I think, Tommy. You've been chasing after this lake. And so So a lot of people may say, well, the summer months, what can I catch in June and July on Greers Ferry?
Well, you come catch these hybrids, white bass, and the thing about this is, you catch large amount. You can catch anything you want. Anything you want, you can catch it.
Yes.
You just got to get set up on it right. And this man, I do stuff vertical over here for people that don't fish very much, or hadn't fished a lot. And we don't have to cast. We just drop a bait down. I fish vertical, straight up and down.
Yes. Yeah.
And in that way, it makes it easy on everybody. Everybody can sit down if they need to or stand up. I've got a guy tomorrow in a wheelchair,
Oh, boy. Good, man.
And I can fish 3 or 4 in a boat, and it works good in unison. And I stay with the fish, and I stay with them. I stay on top of them. That's one thing about a Highland Reservoir with suspending fish.
Yeah.
100% of the fish in 10% of the water, and catching suspended fish is the hardest fish in the world to catch, but you got to keep your bait in front of them.
You got to keep them in front of them, don't you? Yeah, yes. And we get to all these different. So tell our listeners how they get in touch with you, Tommy.
Well, they can just call me 501-940-1318 or my website. They can go to it at www.arfishfinder.net.
And we got that all posted on lroutdoors.com. Tommy Cauley, thank you, man, and I am coming.
Okay, I look forward to it. If I have to, I'll come get you there. And y'all have a good day.
All right, Tommy, thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, Tommy Cauley. They call him Toad. He's a big man. He's got a big heart. I know that, and he's had it worked on several times too, Dave Gabbard. So, the life of a guide is not as easy as everybody thinks it is.
Oh, no.
I mean, they're on the water, and they got people in the boat they might not even like. I've always thought about that. But check him out, Tommy Cauley. He knows that Greers Ferry Lake. And also check out, if you want to go to Little Red River, check out Lindsay's Resort. I was there for 3 days during the week, and we're going to try to get Lindsay and some of the guys on there. I tried to hope to get them on today's show, but couldn't make it. But it's summertime and the fishing is lazy, or what is it? Summer, whatever that is. I think that's a song, isn't it? Summertime.
Yeah, it's supposed to, and the living's easy.
And the living is easy. Yeah, that may be Cole Porter. I don't know. It could be in there. But Dave Gabbert's our co-host. Gene Smith's out ill on this June the 12th. Hard to believe we're slipping up on Father's Day. Look it out, man. This you got to start checking out the gifts for Father's Day. I don't know what my son's going to give me, but my dad used to give me a hearty handshake. So,
speaking of fishing, my grandson,
yes,
he's fishing a tournament up in Kentucky today.
Oh,
and,
all right.
I don't know if they fish tomorrow, but it's up on the Green River
really?
Lake up there, reservoir, and
yes, yeah.
He, in fact, a tournament. He's on his school bass fishing team.
Is he really?
And,
yeah. Okay.
And so about a week or so ago, him and his partner actually won the tournament.
Well, see there.
And
yeah.
But I believe, I don't know all the details, but it's like if they happen to win this tournament, somehow it qualifies them. They could go to one of the classics.
Wow. Okay. That sounds pretty cool. And
But I'm supposed to go pick him up tomorrow. We're going to go pick him up. He's going to be spending some time with me because he's going to be shooting the state shoot with me next week.
All right. Now, how old is he? How old is he?
He's 13.
13. My
He's
goodness.
13.
Wow. So that's Go to tnwildlife.org to check on the free fishing events that have been happening and things along that line, because I know they've been going on in the Mid-South, and we want you to do that to stay up with a lot of the youth fishing rodeos. We were talking about them earlier. I sure wish that Mid-South Junior Fishing Rodeo was going on, but just not right. But I know there's some other ones. So go to tnwildlife.org. TWRA is one of our show sponsors. We couldn't do it without them. And so many things happening here in the middle of June. And I know I'm excited to finally, maybe we'll start getting some drying out weather. I mean, it's cut into my golf game, and I'm still. Dave, I saw something the other day. I was reading a guy, 74 years old in Ohio. You know what he did in a golf round? He made 2 holes in one in one round, and he had never made a hole in one before in his life. So, what do you think that meant to me? That there is hope, right?
There's hope, you know.
There's hope.
And there's hope. And you'll probably be doing it when you're playing by yourself.
Well, just take the P out and put yeah, thank you, Dave. No, I don't do that anymore. I did that one time, and I said, no, that's when and sorry, I don't play on Sunday because the Lord won't let me. I'm not going to make a hole in one on Sunday. Okay. But I know hope, replace P with an L, and you get hole in one. Okay, that's what I'm thinking about. But this guy made 2 in one round. I mean, I don't know what the odds are on that, but golly, so how many?
You have a chance if you can, get out there if you can make it through that little windmill.
Yeah.
You might make a hole in
Oh,
one.
Shelby's saying we only got 1 minute after the windmill quote. There, I know that for a fact. All right, let's take a break and let's switch over, and we're going to try to hook up with the man himself in Fort Worth. Come on, Ron Wong. We hope we get you because he's down there representing Outdoors with Larry Ray with Samantha Gay. So let's take a break. Come right back. Man, we're rolling along. We'll get Shelby home early today. We'll be right back.